Scorpio, we're doing the esoteric astrology, and this is not going to have a timeline. I highly recommend that you watch your rising and your moon and even your Venus, because you also have a relationship with yourself. This is going to depend mainly on like what's happening in your chart at this specific time, and there might be one thing or another that's drawing your attention to whatever it is, so keep that in mind. The rising sign holds the clue to your soul's journey or intention. And the moon in the esoteric astrology is to be the major liability of a person's chart, particularly after the age of 35. Okay? So this is going to be a little bit more of an abstract thing. The Theosophical Society channel posted the video that I based these readings off of, and William Meter was a speaker. And Beesky wants a nuggle nail, but you're going to have to wait. Okay, let's get into it, because you got, as always, Scorpio, you got a doozy of a one. Okay. So your rulers for your personality astrology are Mars and Pluto. Your esoteric ruler is not a surprise, Mercury. Ooh, shocker. Okay, so your little overview is quite long. Again, Scorpio's got the toughest run of all the... Okay, so discipleship that is demonstrated through the transformation of the shadow. Now, when I say discipleship, I am not talking biblical stuff. I try to stay away from that stuff. So discipleship just simply means a disciplinary calling, if you will, not a dedication to some sort of weird... Okay, love you. Just a dedication or a discipline to a calling. That's it. That's all. It's not... Okay. What is the nature of the test? These are things that you're going to talk about yourself to and all that other good stuff. And the search of shadow is transforming constantly for us. Constantly. It's we don't get like, hey, I think I'm going to rest today. Because even when you're resting, you're still processing through all that shadow work. We are the warriors of the zodiac. So Hercules had 12 tests, 12 signs. Hi. This is a Scorpio on the esoteric level has the archetype of Hercules going through his 12 tests. Cute, huh? So his first thing is the 9-headed Hydra, dragon, or shadow, and the faces of the shadow. So I kind of had a little bit of insight. So I went through fear and ignorance are definitely a shadow, but then you go into the 7 deadly sins, which is lust, greed, sloth, envy, gluttony, wrath, pride. And he's trying to find this dragon and he can't find it. So he actually follows his nose. Okay. And he for 7 miles and finds the sleeping dragon, and he yells at it, but it doesn't wake up. He tosses a log at it, but it still doesn't wake up. And then he picks up a boulder and tosses it, and it still does not wake up. But then he reaches for his arrows, which is the Sagittarius coming up next. And that's finally what wakes it up. Okay? So, let's see. Aspire. Arrows in the esoteric zodiac, the arrows flown wakes up all obstacles that would prevent you from getting to your desired outcome. So that's when you launch that arrow outside of yourself, there's a lot of obstacles that will be woken up to stop you from, or try to prevent you from getting to your desired point. So there's another saying out there that sleeping dragons run the show. And that's really, really true. If your dragons are sleeping and you're not battling dragons, they're controlling the whole thing. If this is sleeping, it means it has your subconscious has complete and utter control. Okay. And we rise by kneeling and we win by yielding. Lifted it up out of its roots onto the sun to let it shrivel. So that's what we're constantly being asked to do, is to surrender to the shadow aspect. To really take a look at it, use our Mercury, our discerning Mercury powers. My Mercury's in Scorpio to boot. Jingo dango. So it's a constant awakening of all these different, and it's a 9-headed dragon. So it's looking at all those different aspects and waking those shadows up to reassess, redo, and reaffirm what we need to come here to learn, which is a surrendering. That's a really difficult task for Scorpio. We are born with trust issues. We come into this world going, Mom, you weren't fast enough with that bottle. I don't trust you. Legit. So our saying, our mantra is, warrior I am, and from the battle I emerge triumphant. One more time. Warrior I am, and from the battle I emerge triumphant. Okay. So we are the warriors over the lower nature and the shadow, but then we also embody the Mercury, the spirit. Okay, that's our esoteric nature. We're merging and bridging those two in that form. Now, these bridges that happen don't naturally occur. We have to work to get there. Hence why we're constantly going through the shadow. Okay, that's why a lot of Scorpios, especially the stelliums, tend to touch on the uncomfortable. That makes me really uncomfortable. Yeah, I live there. Deal with it. You need to, if you're ignoring your lower nature, it has total run over your life. Total control. So if you're not comfortable with those energies, they're probably running the show as we speak. Hence why you don't want to go look at them. Okay? So, let's get into it. Shall we? I will leave a description to that whole video because I know you're going to want to see it, Scorpios. Okay. Esoteric Scorpio, what do we got going? What's up? What do we need to know? Talk to me, Goose. Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know for their esoteric astrology placement? Well, you don't got to be loud about it. Anything else? Okay. That came from the bottom. Okay. That makes sense. One little sprout. That's how a lot of them were. The first 3 I did with just a... Okay, a Queen of Swords. So there's your Mercury energy. There's your little sprout. Okay. Again, this is all esoteric. So this is inside. This has nothing to do with how you are perceived on the outside. So anybody else that's in the outside that's coming in, they're in. So if you're like, oh, that person, blah, blah, they're inside. Now they've either reflected something back to you or you've let them in. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 6 of Cups in the upright. Hello, Scorpio. 9 of Pentacles in the upright. Knight of Wands in the upright. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Duh. And then the King of Wands in reverse. What are you doing? Okay. There's your King of Cups. The 8 of Swords and the Star in reverse. Okay. So there's your father, mental, mind, seed of God, mother, heart space, and then the child down here for the crystal fluid. Go watch Virgo's read. Okay. But I don't want to. Okay, don't. It's okay. It's all good. That video, if you watch it, he'll go through Virgo for you anyway. You don't have to watch the read. Never mind. Just go watch the video. All right, Queen of Swords, that I don't have any questions about, but let's get it clarified anyway. All right, Scorpio. Queen of Swords, please. Okay. 9 of Cups. 5 of Cups in the upright and the Mother of Swords. Well, hello, Scorpio. Okay, so either you're feeling left out in your emotional sovereignty, but you're cool with it with the Mother of Swords here. Like, you're having emotions, but you're like, yeah, I'm good. Okay. So, you might be left out in... You're leaving your 10th cup out. You're leaving your 10th cup out. Okay. I'm not going to freaking yell. All right. 3 of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. You're looking for a portal. You're looking for a portal, an opportunity here. So you're sending your soldiers out to search. 6 of Cups. With nostalgia here. That's a Scorpionic card, though. We reflect greatly on our, whatchamacallit. What do you call them? The emotional waters. We reflect back quite a bit on childhood and our previous experiences in life. Can you get the 6 of Cups, please? Pretty place for Scorpios. Esoteric Astrology. Thank you. The World in reverse. The 7 of Swords in reverse. The High Priestess in the first. And Hierophant in reverse. Okay. Okay. Freaking Scorpio. Yeah, if you're not at war with religion, I don't know what you are. So Hierophant is the Eye of Illusion. The heir to the Eye of Illusion. So you're finding a different way to navigate these waters because they're at opposites right now. Okay. 9 of Pentacles for Scorpio. The Star card, Healing. Son of Cups. So that's the Knight. And again, I feel like you're sending the Knights either out to look for something or you're sending them deeper within yourself. Yeah. The Knight of Wands, you don't have a choice. You're sending the troops to scour the inner world here. Your inner world. You're sending all the Knights out to look for all the things that you need to sift through here. This just feels like home in Scorpio. Like, yeah. Constantly looking. Okay. So with the 5 of Pentacles, I get the Hermit, the Father of Cups, and the Father of Swords in reverse. So you're trying to bridge the heart and the mind here. And you're sending out your Knights to try to find a way to do that on the inside of you, wherever that may be. Ooh, child. Okay. King of Wands in reverse. You getting a little hot under the collar, Scorpio? Knight of Wands in reverse for Scorpio. Or the King of Wands in reverse. There it is. Okay. Ace of Wands in reverse. Father of Swords. And the Mother of Pentacles. The Son of Swords. And the Mother of Pentacles. So there's your Knight again. I think you're killing off the desire here. And staying in the I'll do it my dang self energy. Because you got something... You got a little... Maybe you can't afford to go through your desires right now because you're like, I'm in this mode right now. I'll get to it later when I get to it. The Star in reverse for Scorpio. Okay, so this might be the whole read. Sun in reverse. Well, duh. Equal give and take with the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, working with the others, or working with the mind, heart, and the child, gut, soul, spirit, whatever you want to call it, and getting mentally clear on how to do that. Can you get the 8 of Swords and the King of Cups? Pretty please. For Scorpios, Esoteric Astrology placements. Okay. 9 of Wands, the stairway out of this. And the Chariot moving forward. Okay, so when you get to the King of Cups on your inside, you're going to see this pathway out of here. Okay? You're going to have to be careful on that stairway because look at all the bramble in your way. But it is going to provide you a path forward into intuitive powers. Freaking sweet, Scorpio. I love your reads. Okay. And again, this is all on the inside of you. So if you're thinking, oh, the Hierophant or the High Priestess or the mother of this or the father of that is on the outside, it's just reality reflecting back your inner world. Scorpio. Scorpio, what do you need? What does Scorpio need to get through to this journey, to move forward? What's the best advice for Scorpio? What's the best medicine for Scorpio? There it is. Passion flower, surrender. Well, what did I just say? Okay, kids. Having the funs. Okay, if I get a chance, I will read the Valerian. But right now we're doing passion flower. 43 is the number. Alright, surrender. Sacrifice, surrender, choosing growth, trusting discernment, rituals of letting go. Oh, blessed be. Neptune and the moon rule this card, or this flower. Passion flower is a precious botanical native to Central and South America, named for this passion of Christ, referring to his suffering and death by Roman Catholic priests in the 1500s. It was also called La Flor de las Cinco Llagas, or the flower of 5 wounds, referring to Christ's stigmata. I just realized I know a little bit more Latin than I thought I did. Okay, sorry. Referring to Christ's stigmata, the 5 petals and the 5 petal-like sepals of this flower represent the 10 apostles who remained faithful to Jesus throughout the Passion. The circle of hair-like rays above the petals represents Jesus' crown of thorns, Mercury. Since its introduction to European herbal medicine, passion flower has been used as an antispasmodic, hypnotic, anodyne, and analoxic. No. Anxylolic. No. Lytic. Okay. Similar to an antiseptic. Sedative and a nervous system tonic. The leaf tea became popular in North America medicine in the mid-1800s. For similar uses as those in South American traditions, passion flower tranquilizes energy nerves and helps with insomnia, mood disorders, headaches, and colic, migraines, menstrual cramps, diarrhea, neuralgia, eye disorders, epilepsy and convulsions, and muscle spasms and pain. To this day, passion flower is used by many shamans in floral baths to calm and cleanse the spirit. Passion flower is considered a bridge to Christ consciousness, which assists in direct communication with the mythical voice within. It is also used as an incense to alter the energy of spaces that were stressed, traumatized, or disrupted. Passion flower is ruled by the mighty powers of Neptune and the planet of spiritual realization, religious experiences, the spirit world, and Maya, the great illusion. Passion flower symbolizes surrender, sacrifice, and the crucifixion of the ego. Passion flower resembles the need to sacrifice in order to make space and move forward. The all-seeing double-headed owl symbolizes the great understanding perceived from both sides, whether it be upside down or inside out, and bestows goddess passion flower with unseen truths as she performs rituals for letting go. Owl is symbolic of discernment and able to lighten up what needs to be seen. Passion flower today might reflect the need to suspend actions that aren't aligned with your spiritual path. Are there certain decisions or actions you've made that you must sacrifice in order to reassess your direction? Honor your intuition. It's okay if projects or original ideas come to an unexpected halt. Discernment is key to experience greater truth and opportunities. Okay, Valerian. Let's rock it. Scorpio. Order, loosening, acceptance, embracing, imperfection, persistence, flow. Ancient physicians, the ruler of this is also Neptune. Ancient physicians referred to this planet as poo, or due to its pungency of its smell, referenced in texts of smelly old socks. while other names of the plant such as all-heal and cut-finger are common. The Latin origin of valerian's name comes from valeri, meaning strong and healthy. In medieval Sweden, valerian was sometimes placed in the wedding clothes of the groom to ward off the envy of the elves and protect the marriage. It was said to be used by witches to protect and unbind those who were the target of evil spells. The Nordic goddess Hertha put valerian on her riding crop, causing the stag she rode to increase in power and speed. In combination with the bridle of hops, valerian is suspected to have helped facilitate the journey between the realms, the liminal space often inhabited by witches or between waking and sleeping life. Both the Greeks and the Celts used valerian to ward off evil, traditionally hanging it in bunches around windows to repel spirits and protect the home from lightning. They also used it to consecrate ritual tools, promote peace, provide purification, break hexes, and enhance stability and happiness. A growing number of clinical trials show that various types of valerian improve sleep quality and alleviate insomnia, exhaustion, and fatigue and pain. Valerian resembles Neptune's archetype as the herb powerfully, greatly relaxes the body and mind to experience deep states of rest, sleep, and even access to other worlds. Neptune is the planet of dreams, other realms, subconscious mind, the psychic mind, imagination, and fundamental connection to spirituality. Valerian assists in this abandoning the story that keeps us bound to one reality, allowing us to access beyond our physical body into a greater mystical reality. Valerian supports us by widening our trigger points and helping us to zoom out of situations that might be overloading you with an anxiety or stress. Remember to go easy on yourself and don't push yourself too hard to meet goals. Valerian remedies the internal parts of ourselves that can embody mouse energy when we're overly analytical and judgmental in high trigger mode. This message is here to take measure. Although your foundation can be established with great order, there is a certain amount of flow needed in order to enjoy creativity and growth. Don't exhaust yourself in the details. Embrace your imperfections. I love you, Scorpio. Until next time, keep your flame.